Nigerians flog Reno over Obi built $50 million brewery statement. Can you imagine? How can you say Obi built a brewery that is worth $50 million? So what are you trying to say? Call him a drunkard? Is he behaving like a drunkard? Or is he, I don't understand. So now he is getting a flashback and not really a bash now from the public and from Nigerians for making that statement. He's always, I don't know why Reno Omokri is so obsessed about Obi matter. He's always looking for a way to discredit and to ridicule Obi. And he has ended up ridiculing himself now. A scandal has just come out of his family about his own senior brother raping a girl, a minor, in his church in Nigeria. So now, this is a complex one now. So this one now that he's talking about will be building a $50 million brewery. So what does that mean? Yeah, even if he built it, are people not employed there? Reno Omokri, a former aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, has suffered criticism from Nigerians over his claims that Peter Obi prioritized the creation of breweries over schools during his reign as governor of Anambra State. Reno Omokri was described, among other things, as a political jobber over his statement. So, Chronicles NG reports that Omokri, in a statement on his X page on Monday, berated Obi, the Labour Party candidate in 2023 election, over claims that he spent $50 million on building breweries at the detriment of the educational sector. Can you imagine? The social media influencer also noted that local government chairmen in Lagos State built more schools than Obi. So, reacting to Omokri's statement, Kashmir Nwigwe, in a comment on X, described Omokri as a political jobber. Nwigwe noted that during Obi's reign as governor, he equipped the already established schools, which in turn resulted in Anambra becoming the #1 performing school in the nation. Reno Omokri is just a political jobber. PO may not have built a school, but under his administration, Anambra became the #1 performing school in the nation. So he equipped the already existing schools, which I think makes more sense than building a new school, Nwigwe wrote. So in his reaction, an ex-user identifies as inspired Castro advocated for people to get a professional job before venturing into politics. He noted that they will easily fall back to their job when their political career draw to an end. Exactly. So inspired Castro wrote, I have advocated that people should get a hand job or have a known business before venturing into politics. Otherwise, their entire lives might turn into mediocrity and their daily calling in life will turn to drag Peter Obi and the likes of him, just as you see here. Look at someone like Alex Otti, who became governor after spending years in banking sector and creating impact. Then look at Peter Obi, who is a business owner. Both men share a lot in common, and this will always differentiate them from political jobbers. Hence, it will even be more honorable if people know and identify with you as a professional mechanic before going into politics. Okay, there is reason for that. Oh boy. Messages like this can only be relevant in Nigeria among impoverished and uneducated individuals who thrive on religious fanaticism and tribalism without knowing that in 2022, the beer industry in Germany generated 8.4 billion euros in revenue and is expected to generate $26.6 billion in 2024. Reno is not important. He deserves no answer. He is a social media politician who is always aiming at one person or tribe in almost all his posts. That is what King Brian argued in his response. Akaya Stephen noted that the proliferation of schools when previous ones are not optimized would be detrimental to the Anambra education sector. I am not an Obi fan, but I have my disagreement with you on this one. What is the use of new schools when previous ones are not optimized? I think you are making unforced errors with some of these criticisms, Stephen wrote. They finish Omokri here. So you are a constructive critic, but you missed this one. So building new schools is not a yardstick for measuring the excellence of a governor, he added. Buttressing Stephen's point, Adetayo Ayoade states, of what essence is the building of new schools when existing ones are in dilapidation? Reno refurbishing everything, refurbishing existing schools and making them look beautiful and conducive to learning was a good move by Peter Obi. Everything is not supposed to be politics. Ewezuga Chukwu argues that Peter Obi's priority is not to build schools but for human development. Not a small thing. So, from when Peter Obi took office to this very minute, Anambra has been rated highly in education performance in Nigeria. Recently, schools and students from Anambra have won several awards in that respect. Can you imagine? So now, Omakri has received a load of, backlash and load of criticism, and have given him comments that best suits him for criticizing Obi. This Omakri, I'm telling you, seeking Obi's downfall is going to crash him, and that is the direction it's going. That is the direction it's going. So in the comment section, someone said, I do not know why people are still wasting their time responding to the lunatic called Reno Omakri. It does not worth responding to. The man he is insulting daily, Peter Obi, has not looked at him. Not be lie. Has the president that you people are insulting daily looked at you? Are you also a lunatic? Reno spoke the truth about your God. Can you imagine? This one is an Agbadurian that is not trying to speak for Reno. Live with it. You can't stop him from saying what is on his mind. Okay, because every president is insulted because he rules the country. So when people are not happy, they vent their anger. You did that to Buhari, and the West championed the attack on Jonathan. So Obi is not a president. That is it. I always say you folks have been insulting the president long before he became president. Peter Obi wants to be president. What do you mean? So it is fair game for him to be abused and insulted. Going by your logic, he is not a god. A god, can you imagine? And somebody has called you a fulefu fella. Reno seriously seeking relevance through Obi. My happiness is that for once Obi never mentioned his name, and Obi will not. And the day Obi will mention his name, he will call Reno his brother. That is what Obi will do. He is such an insignificant person. Obi is a chronic serial liar. How do you know? Do you have a record? We're talking about a record. Obi said, whatever Obi says, he will say, go and verify. And people are not able to go and verify. They will just be talking. That is it. Omakri has continued to make Obi popular. The time in question was exactly the same time Anambra came first in education, and the government received an award from UNICEF as the best performing state in education. So where is Omakri's brainless statement coming from? He is always exposing himself as a lazy and not ready to do research before exposing his ignorance. Whoever paid Omakri to demarket Obi should be regretting by now. Instead of achieving the purpose, he ends up digging out the unparalleled of Obi's illustrious career. And somebody said, I don't understand why building a brewery is a problem to some people from certain parts of the country. Peter Obi built the brewery in the southeast zone, not in your zone. We love it. It hasn't made anybody to be drunkard. Rather, it has created wealth. In fact, we want breweries in all the states of the southeast. Your states that don't have breweries are last in WAEC and JAMB ranking. Your out-of-school children are higher than that of the southeast. So the thing now, the thing is that Reno is now getting a lot for trying to demarket Peter Obi. He's now falling into a very big trap that may consume him very fast. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.